In fact, the answers to every question on this suicide checklist was no, correct?
Correct.
And did you ask her if she had suicidal ideation or homicidal ideation on the 23rd?
Yes, I did.
What was her response?
No.
There's going to be some serious issues and serious problems. So I just kind of wanted to put that out for everybody so it's crystal clear. There's going to be no warnings, no yellow cards. You're out.
131 days before her 3 children were strangled, Lindsay Clancy answered no to every question on a risk checklist. 1 day before, she still answered no to those same questions. Between those 2 points sit 5 appointments, 1 email, and 1 comment through a hot mic nobody's identified yet. Here's the whole path through those 131 days. I'm Marcus Wren. Today's video is built from the raw courtroom feed of Trial Day 9, not a recap. Lindsay Clancy has already admitted to killing her 3 children. The only question left is whether she was criminally responsible at the time. And to answer that, the court spent today going through her entire psychiatric record, appointment by appointment, from the day she first walked into a psychiatrist's office to the night before everything happened. Subscribe if you want analysis built from primary footage.
She indicated yes.
And so in that section, is it correct that she listed that she was drinking 5 times per week and feeling guilty at that time about it?
Yes.
The first question is, have you been so distressed you seriously wish to end your life? And her response was no, correct?
I'm just looking.
Page 23.
Correct.
And the second question is, has anything happened recently to make you feel you don't want to live? And her answer was no, correct?
Correct.
There's question 3, a specific plan. Do you have a specific plan of how you would kill yourself? And her answer was no, correct?
Correct.
Fourth question is access to weapons or means of hurting yourself, and the answer is no, correct?
Correct.
The fifth question is made a serious suicide attempt, and the answer was no, correct?
Correct.
The sixth question, purposely done something to hurt yourself. Again, no, correct?
Correct.
Seventh question, heard voices telling you to hurt yourself. Her answer was no, correct?
Correct.
Number 9, having thoughts of killing or seriously hurting someone else. The answer was no, correct?
Correct.
Number 10, heard voices telling you to hurt others. The answer was no, correct?
Correct.
Hurt someone or destroyed property on purpose. The answer was no, correct?
Correct.
In fact, the answers to every question on this suicide checklist was no, correct?
Correct.
This was Lindsay's very first psychiatric appointment, September 15th, 2022. Nobody pushed her to say more on the intake form, but she volunteered that she drank 5 times a week and felt guilty about it. Psychiatrists know new patients tend to underreport drinking, not overreport it. Lindsay didn't hide it. Right after, all 11 questions on the suicide and homicide risk checklist, no, 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 straight down the line. But this was day 1, 131 days before the killings. A 1983 psychiatric study by Dr. Pokorny found that even standard risk checklists are nearly useless at predicting a violent act that happens months later. 131 days is a long time for one piece of paper to speak for.
Did she send you emails on January 11th, 2023, asking you about your knowledge and thoughts on ketamine therapy and whether that would be a good option for her?
Yes, she did.
And what was your response to that? If you can't find it, I can bring it up to you.
I think I have it. So I mentioned that it's a great option, but it can be hard to get the insurance coverage for it. Usually you need to have demonstrated that you've tried 4 different antidepressants first, and so that it might be necessary to try another medicine first.
Okay. In that email where she was asking you about ketamine therapy, did she tell you that she was, did she say, I'm still feeling a very low mood, no motivation, just very depressed. This has been going on for months now, and I'm getting desperate for something that would work quickly to get me out of this depressed state. Do you remember that being part of the email?
Yes.
Had she indicated thoughts like that to you before, wanting something that would work quickly to help her feel better quickly?
I mean, she may have said that once or twice.
Do you know where, strike that, did you ever recommend ketamine therapy to you, or is this something she broached to you in this email for the first time?
It was something I had considered because at this point she was starting to be a bit treatment resistant, and ketamine is a treatment for treatment resistant depression. So it's a reasonable thought, but I didn't think we were at that point yet.
Lindsay emailed Dr. Tufts on her own, writing that she was getting desperate for something that would work quickly after months of depression that hadn't lifted. She asked specifically about ketamine and already knew insurance usually requires 4 other medications tried first. That's not an impulsive thought. That's someone who'd done her homework. A 2006 study by Dr. Zarate, the study that brought ketamine into modern psychiatry, showed it can work in hours instead of the weeks conventional antidepressants take. A nurse with 9 years of experience who understood the medication, actively looking for the fastest way to get better, 13 days before everything happened. That's the behavior of someone fighting to live.
Did you have an appointment with Ms. Clancy on January 16th, 2023?
Yes, I did.
And what was your interaction with Ms. Clancy on January 16th?
Her mood was still very low. She was still depressed. It was she was able to get out of bed and take care of her basics like hygiene and eating. Her concentration was fine, and she was doing what she needed to do to take care of her baby, though she subjectively felt like the bonding was forced with the baby.
She told you that the bonding felt forced with the baby?
Yes.
Did you ask her if she had suicidal or homicidal ideation?
I did.
And what was her response?
No.
Did she show any of the signs or symptoms of psychosis on that day?
No, she did not.
Were there any grounds for you or any reason for you to seek a Section 12?
No.
Lindsay's own psychiatrist had the legal power to hold her in a hospital immediately, without her consent, if she believed it was dangerous not to. Massachusetts calls that a Section 12. On January 16th, 8 days before the killings, Dr. Tufts didn't see grounds to do that. In that same appointment, Lindsay said the bonding with her baby felt forced, but she was still handling her own hygiene, eating and caring for the kids normally. Asked directly about suicidal or homicidal thoughts, still no. This isn't about Dr. Tufts getting it wrong. Her call matched everything she was seeing. It's that 8 days later, everything looked completely different.
Your next appointment with her was January 23rd, 2023, is that correct?
Yes.
And again, all of these appointments were virtual appointments, correct?
Yes.
During this appointment, what was her mood and affect?
Mood was depressed, affect was depressed and flat.
Did she tell you she had started the amitriptyline?
She did.
And did she tell you if there were any side effects to that?
It didn't appear that there were side effects.
What was the conversation or interaction with her that day on the 23rd?
So she said she was doing all right, a little more anxious, and the anxiety was described as the feeling of her heart racing. She had a decreased appetite as well. She was on only 2 milligrams of Valium at this point and feeling more anxious in the morning. Mood was the same, flat, anxious, no motivation, numb. She has to force herself to get out of bed and out of the house, but is able to do that. And she is sleeping okay.
And did you ask her if she had suicidal ideation or homicidal ideation on the 23rd?
Yes, I did.
What was her response?
No.
And did you notice any symptoms or signs of psychosis that day?
No.
Was there any difference in her rate of speech or speech pattern?
No.
Was there any difference in her ability to think or communicate in any way?
No.
Was there any change in her your evaluation of her judgment or insight?
No.
Did you still consider her insight poor at that point?
24 hours before her children were strangled. Mood. Depressed, flat. She had to force herself to get out of bed. Asked directly about suicidal or homicidal thoughts. Still no. No signs of psychosis. This is the closest data point to the killings in the entire record and the hardest one to read cleanly. A 2004 study by Dr. Spinelli, one of the most cited papers in the world on mothers who kill their children due to mental illness, found that mothers with medical backgrounds often hide psychotic symptoms better, simply because they know exactly which answers won't raise alarm. Lindsay was a labor and delivery nurse. That flat, numb presentation could be someone falling apart while still giving the expected answers, or simply someone severely depressed but not yet psychotic, exactly as she said.
Back on the stand?
Your Honor, first of all, I want to raise an issue with you, and I think it's
Why don't
really...
we come
No, I
over
don't want to go to the sidebar. I really don't want to go to the sidebar.
I need to know what you're going to talk about before...
I want to tell you that they got picked up on a hot mic saying, shut her up during the playing of that autopsy.
All right. There's going to be some serious issues and serious problems. So I just kind of wanted to put that out for everybody so it's crystal clear. There's going to be no warnings, no yellow cards. You're out.
Defense attorney Kevin Reddington alleged, outside the jury's presence, that someone was caught on a hot mic saying, "Shut her up," while Kaylin's autopsy audio was playing the day before. Massachusetts law lets a judge deal with courtroom disruption on the spot, but only if the judge personally heard or saw it. That's probably why Judge Sullivan warned the whole room instead of naming anyone. He likely didn't hear it clearly enough to act. The defense says it was the prosecution. The prosecution hasn't confirmed it. One four-word comment, still unclaimed, still hanging over that entire courtroom by the end of the day. To be clear, no single no in these 131 days, not from day one, not from the day before the killings, can decide criminal responsibility on its own. Risk checklists only capture what someone is willing to say in the exact moment they're asked. Her actively chasing down ketamine 13 days out. Her being honest about something as unflattering as her drinking, her own psychiatrist, someone with the legal power to hospitalize her on the spot, not seeing grounds to do it even 8 days before. That's all real data, for a jury weighing real expert testimony from both sides to work through, not for one video to settle. Out of those 131 days, which one stopped you the longest? Comment below. Subscribe for the next breakdown from the Raw Courtroom feed.